Hello everyone, this is Gayatri from DronaHQ, and today I have joining with me Yash Gandhi from Algoware, who will be walking us through a fantastic CRM app that he has built on the local platform. Hi Yash.
Hi, Gayatri. Thank you for
Hey,
having me here.
thanks for joining Yash. So, why don't you tell us what the story is about this application?
Sure. We were approached by a manufacturing company. They
Okay,
are small manufacturers of pens specifically, and currently they didn't have any uh, software in place to manage all their leads, and they were doing it in a very traditional way, Excel sheets, and so they really wanted a solution to bind everything up, especially what would get lost is communication. If one of their executives, whatever their communication was with their clients, was not getting captured in a sense to give a holistic picture to the admin team or to somebody else who might want to take a look at that particular lead. So they wanted a solution that can be used for their sales team and the way their sales team interacted with each of the customers, or as well as for the admin team to monitor what's going on.
okay, got it. Sounds good. And were there any alternatives that explored?
Yeah, they had explored a few like Zoho. They, because of the customization that we were able to provide and the step-by-step plugins that we could add in the system. So they
Right.
was our system. They had considered Zoho CRM, but
Okay.
because of the flexibility that gets offered and the kind of workflows and action flow, the logic that we have inbuilt on our platform, they got sold on DronaHQ.
Awesome. Okay. Sounds good. What were some tools that they had integrated with?
So they don't have any integration right now, but
Okay.
going on in the future. So they have a lead generation portal. You might have heard of IndiaMart. So
Right.
very soon we are planning to integrate our CRM with IndiaMart. So any lead that
Okay.
comes into IndiaMart gets populated in our system.
Awesome. Sounds good. Okay, I won't keep you waiting. I know you're ready to show us the app. So why don't we jump right to it?
Sure, I'll show it in two phases, and that just shows the strength of the platform. So they really
Okay.
wanted to go live very fast. So we developed a very basic lead capturing module, a customer creation lead capturing, and the communication capturing. And that was done in a matter of 8 to 10 days. So first I'll showcase that, and then we in another 4 5 days we developed a different UI. So you'll be able to see what kind of UI changes we were able to accommodate. We just wanted to get
Right.
them started, and then we've already come up with the second version with a better
Good.
UI. Yeah. We started with a very bland UI. Uh,
Okay.
over here, uh, as a executive logs in, he gets to know what are his pending overdue, any if any leads are overdue, if any leads are upcoming. So he gets the detail of all of them, as well as the order detail. But I'll take you through a journey. Uh, First, a customer is created,
Okay.
and we capture all the parameters of the customers, whatever is required. And from here on, we capture a lead. We can capture a lead, uh, say added customer, and it's whether new customer or existing customer. And all these are the controls are pre-existing. It's a matter of drag and drop, and the whole time is really spent on basically figuring out what are the options that you want, which is
Okay.
very minimal. Choose the product, choose the order quantity, take budget, and they wanted a good follow-up system. So next follow-up date, this is a test lead. Uh, just some time back, DronaHQ added the flexibility to have really cool notifications like the toast, and uh, that everything has been integrated. This is their lead dashboard.
Okay.
where all the leads come in, and one can actually see all the communication. So if I look over here, we get to see the entire lead details.
Right.
When was the lead added? When was the quotation submitted? What was the phone communication? And when was the order confirmed? So this is the kind of communication they were looking for. Also, they can directly go to the orders and check, or depending on each of the order, whether it has been dispatched and whether payments have been received or not. They just wanted a ready to click and update kind of a system.
Got
So
it.
this was the version one, and then we have we upgraded the UI to a little better presentation, and this is a matter of 5 to 7 days in terms of UI and other features that we wanted to add. Now, again, orders, if there are any pending orders, and over here now they've added follow-up dates for customers also. They're individually capturing customers, and you can see the UI where we have the color coding of each of the cells, and we can easily take a look at the communication. So over here, you can see the kind of communication that is getting captured, on what particular date a lead is added. Every time there is a phone communication, they can record the whole communication history. So even if a new executive comes in and
Mhm.
wants to know what all communication has happened and when has it happened, they
Right.
get the entire history. So this was,
Something like notes, they take
I
down
think,
notes here.
notes. So more than notes, they can add documents, they can add quotations, uh, they can just upload documents. Whatever kind of communication that happens for a particular
Right.
lead, everything gets captured.
Awesome.
So,
Okay.
and this is the dashboard. And we have also, uh, so there is the other part, the admin part, for an
All right.
admin to see on a holistic view what all is going on. So he can get to see like how many customers are there, how many total leads are there, how many
Mhm.
leads have been won, and he can follow the performance of any one particular executive and see, okay, one executive has this is the lead and this is the communication that's going on for this lead. So for the admin, it becomes like a whole in, like one dashboard kind of gets him the overview. So this is what I mean. The whole CRM application is about.
All right.
Capturing the lead,
Awesome.
capturing the communication, and for the admin to take a look at the overview.
Okay. And this, so if I understand correctly, the application, the first one that you had shown me, that would be used by the sales
Yes,
representatives who are
yes.
taking down the orders.
The sales team uh, can only see their the leads that they have added, and the
Right.
admin can take a look at the entire set of leads.
Right. That was going to be my follow-up question. How do you manage user roles and permissions in this application?
So that's there's a wonderful integration for authentication and authorization
Right.
with DronaHQ. The user module is already built in, so it's
Okay.
very simple, as simple as just creating a new user, or very minimal understanding of authorization. You can create users, assign them roles, assign them different categories, and the same can effect can be replicated in the application. If if a user belongs to a category A, and those kind of the category A users can are supposed to use X features, we can allow that to happen. So
Awesome.
yeah, so
Got it.
initially, if you notice, there was just one application, and
Right.
at login, we were deciphering what kind of user it is and what presentation to show.
Right. Right. Got it. And how long did it take you to build this app?
Yeah, so the first version, just where our main focus was more than UI, it was just getting the team accustomed to the new environment. It took us 8 days, 8 to 10 days, and We let the team work on the whole system and add leads, get comfortable, and whatever their shortcomings were or usage patterns, we tried and understood it, and we
Right.
ideated everything and developed the second phase in another 5 to 7 days.
Awesome. Okay. Uh, just one more question. Is this app going to be like a more of a web-based application, or people are also going to be using it on the mobile app, say an Android or an iOS?
See, the flexibility is there to use it on Android or any mobile device, any screen.
Right.
Currently, it is directed towards a screen, a web app, but it is easily usable on a mobile phone or any other device for that matter.
Got it. Got it. So for this particular Legends Pen use case, they were looking at a web app. My
Yes,
question was
they were looking for a web app.
web app. Okay. And this application, is it like a lab application already started being used?
Yes, yes, it has been used. It's been almost 2 months that they've started using it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And approximately what does the user base looks like?
Uh, so currently there are a team of 6 to 8 sales executives,
Okay.
and all of them are using it.
And this would be their operations would be spread across like a
It's
global or
mostly,
India.
yeah, no, they're not spread across India. They're mostly in Bombay, Mumbai,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
but they are doing multiple verticals. Right now, it is covering only one particular vertical.
Right.
They're into, they have leads coming from exhibitions, they have leads from existing customers, as well as distribution. So we are just covering one particular aspect, and slowly we'll branch into catering to other aspects. Uh,
Okay. So you do plan to have some backward integrations with like the distribution you said?
no backward integration, but adding more features to accommodate their usage.
Okay. 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 Understood. Have there been any noticeable business impacts or some benefits that the customer had realized
Uh,
while the usage, like a 2 month period, they've been using this app?
First of all, the admin is now able to. I mean, one of their pain points was if any executive. I mean, again, it was their use case that what they built the application for was
Right.
to capture the communication between an executive and a customer. So if for some reason an executive is not present and somebody else has to cater to that customer, they know the entire history, which earlier was not a very systematic way of collecting information. So that has been a big positive, and the admin team is able to get a idea of what the entire team is doing. So yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. And what was the adoption rate like for this application? Like, were people easily they were able to onboard and start using this application?
Actually, it's interesting you asked that because initially there were some teething issues. There was some communication, miscommunication in terms of what a particular feature was intended to be built for.
Okay.
And I'm saying that it's interesting that you brought that up because
Hmm.
that's what the power of low code platform and especially DronaHQ is. We could easily change some of the usability and the function without a major change in rest of the application. We didn't have to rewrite anything. We didn't have to. Code platform made it very easy to change the course of the application.
Awesome. Awesome. So as and when you started receiving those feedbacks, you could quickly come back and change the front end. You
Yes,
could make
yes.
the changes to the UI and roll it back again.
Roll
Okay.
it back, and I mean, we've added NoSQL platform. We added quite a few features of copying the entire screen. So if you have a
Right.
certain layout made, it was very easy to replicate that, and again, instead of rewriting everything, so that made things a lot easier.
Fantastic. Any other roadblocks besides user adoption that you may have faced, and how you came over those, if at all?
Nothing noteworthy, but just
Okay.
general issues around the application. So, sometimes new features keep getting added in the platform to figure out as you're going along, and
Right.
I mean interacting with the DronaHQ team, and uh, so there are some new functions, new formulas that kept getting added up. So,
Absolutely.
I mean, the team is there to back us up.
Awesome. Awesome. Since you mentioned about the team, I realize you may have also been using community. What do you have to say about that? Like, how does a community, like a DronaHQ community, helps in creating your applications faster? Is it like a must-have? What has your experience been like, and what are your thoughts on community?
Yeah, so the DronaHQ team has been very helpful in like, letting us adopt the whole platform and making us aware of the new features and how they're to be used. So if there are
Right.
any common issues, we are encouraged to use the community. Otherwise, there is a dedicated ticketing system if we get stuck on a particular issue
Mm-hmm.
that's specific to our application. So both using the community, if somebody has already uh, gone through and it's a broader issue, it generally is there in the on the community. So I encourage everyone who's using like all the partners, all the users who are using the Rona HQ platform to use the community more active. It already has some solution. If you have a problem, just it makes sense to first check it over there and whether the solution has already been provided.
Right. Right. That's some powerful stuff here. Thanks for sharing that. Um, Thanks a lot for sharing your insights with us, Yash, today. Thanks
Uh,
again.
Thank you.
And with that, I would like to conclude today's call. We had a fantastic session today, and I hope to speak with you once again soon on more applications that you build on the platform.
All right. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Gayatri, for having me over.